So what does the school improvement referendum mean for me? It means the chance to have heat in this room. And so 202 in the high school, 204 in the high school have not had heat in probably 5 or 6, maybe 7 years.
And a lot of it has to do with just the way the place was constructed architecturally. For instance, in the winter, heat, right? Well, we know from science that heat rises, so we have these huge peaked roofs. It's freezing in the room and all the heat's up there, right? If you were sitting near the ceiling, it'd be nice and toasty.
And I'm not exaggerating when I say I layer up with hats, gloves, coats, multiple layers. Sometimes it's in the 50s in here, and there was a flood where a patch for the heating coil blew out, the non-existing heating coil, and it dumped about 400 gallons of water, you know, in this room, the adjacent room, and floors below.
It's raining in the pool.
Windows are really in need of being replaced. They have these latches, right? Well, the problem is people, when the window was open, would push these down and then pull in on this. So what it did was it bowed the window frames. And if you look at some of these windows, there's like, you can see the outside through the crack that's supposed to be a gasket where the seam is. So cold air is pouring in from outside, combine that with the heat problem, and you start to understand why there's an issue, right? And then the third concern with the rooms is that, especially in a room like this, it's big, it's really nice, it's big, okay? I've got a ton of glass here, so I'm not complaining, but the problem is if you have, say, attention deficit disorder and this is echo, those people tend to space out and they get lost in that echo. So the acoustics are sometimes, I think, a little bit of a problem. I don't know about the feasibility of this, I'm not a structural engineer, but if we were to put in something like a drop ceiling, it would also dampen some of the sound.
Turn it on like this, okay, so you can see that the water's pretty close to the back there. Now, if someone puts dishes or hands underneath there, watch it, like it all like splatters back there, and then the water seeps underneath and ends up going up into the particle board and further warping it.